900 pounds. In our next 2 yards are our brown bears, Axie and Jim. They come from the Admiralty Island up in the Alaskan region where most brown bears come from. He's down in the swimming pool right now, enjoying a cool dip in the sunlight. These bears are highly intelligent. They're very passive. They only startle when you attack their young or awake them from sleep, but they're hard to reproduce. Unfortunately, you can only get one cub every 5 to 6 years, and we can't get any cubs from our two because they're brothers. When they first came to us, like I said, they weighed 50 to 60 pounds. Today, they each weigh between 800 and 900 pounds. Over to the right is the Children's Zoo, the largest. Was opened in fall of 1953. It's a zoo within a zoo. And we had just 3 days ago 2 alpine baby goats born, 2 new kids. And to the right is the entranceway and the exit to Dinosaur Alive, where we have 17 life-size animatronic dinosaurs, 4 in which the children can control with the console buttons. Pardon me one moment, folks, I have to get through the crowd.
That's it. We're going to pick that one up, okay? We're just going to go on the side.
We're now arriving in a West Station by the Safari Grill, by Bear Road, Cats Row, Bear Grotto, Pinniped Point, the Dolphinarium. There's many exhibits over here. If you have any questions, my name is Jeff. I'll try to answer them for you. If you're remaining bored, please remain sitting. If you're leaving us, remember trams are running about every 10 to 15 minutes apart. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Next one should be the elephant, I think. This is the west that we're at. Came from the south. So we came and we're...
You cannot be warm.
Huh?
You can't be warm.
I know, I'm cold.
When you're cold,
Oh, when you go in the building, it's like, well, hot as hell. I'm sweating my ass off. It's a curse of being fat. You're either freezing or you're sweating.
I'm always freezing.
Free refreshments! You just know to get there.
Paul's Joseph. One math class. You thought she was laughing.
Good afternoon, boys and girls, and moms and dads, children of all ages. Welcome to the Brookfield Zoo Motor Safari Tram Tour. We ask for your safety, that everyone please sit back in their seats and enjoy the ride. Remember, if you have small children, that they're sitting safely next to or on your lap. And we do have to stop with air brakes. We don't want anyone to get hurt. We ask that there be no standing in the tram, no kneeling in the tram, no jumping off while the tram is in motion, no jumping back on, no throwing garbage from the tram, no throwing anybody else off the tram. There's no smoking and alcohol consumption is strictly prohibited. If you're ready to go, please put your arms up in the air, move to the left, move to the right, and say, please move this tram.
Move this tram.
We lost 2 hours ago.
We're leaving the East Station by the Safari Grill near Dinosaur Alive, by the Children's Zoo, between Bear Grotto, Cats Row, Pinniped Point. As we pull out of the station here, does anybody know why it's never any fun to kiss a chicken? It's never any fun to kiss a chicken because they have real foul breath. Over to our right is the Safari Grill, the largest restaurant here at the Brookfield Zoo. In the front is the reflection pool. This reflection pool, as well as the Roosevelt Fountain and the formal pool, were built between 1929 to 1935 by the Work Project Association. As a thank you gift for giving them a job during the Depression years, the artist gave us the 2 cement statues lying within. On the east side of on the west side of the East Mall will be our T-Rex grill as soon as we get our permit to put the tent up. and the excavation dig sites for the children with the dinosaur bones. Over to the right is the Dolphinarium at Seven Seas. Unfortunately, the Dolphinarium is closed right now due to a recent death of a dolphin this past week. And one of our veterinarians, Dr. Randy Wells, has the longest ongoing wildlife study of dolphins here at the Brookfield Zoo, down in Sarasota, Florida, in Western Australia. He's been studying the effects of pollution on the dolphin population for almost 40 years. Even the underwater viewing area is closed, I understand, today too. We're going to make a left turn here to go down Cats Row. Had we gone straight ahead up the pathway behind the tiger's tail, it would lead us up to the right side of Pinniped Point. Pinniped meaning feathered-footed. That's where you see the harbor seals, the sea lions, and the great seals of the Pacific Northwest. Up the same pathway and to the left is the entranceway into Southeast Asia rainforest, where amongst the other animals you see the binturong, the fishing cat, and a python. A python has 6 rows of teeth in its mouth and over 100 teeth. And the binturong is the largest weasel, with the face of a kitty cat, the body of a bear, and the prehensile tail of a monkey, with the sweet aroma of buttered popcorn. Over to our right behind the cargo netting is our snow leopards from the Himalaya mountains. They're pale gray with white, black, and tan markings on them. They have a 3-foot tail that helps them to jump and ricochet off the rock to 30 to 40 feet at a single leap. That's why we have the cargo netting around them, so that in one leap they could be out here by us in the tram, and I'd be at the south gate before any of you. These cats do not purr, but they make a sound called a chup. And our next exhibit lying up on the rocks is our Amur tiger. They're the largest of all felines. They have the fewest number of stripes. The stripe pattern in their face is unique to them, as our fingerprints are to us. No two are the same. They're great swimmers. They're excellent hunters. And they have great night vision. Their night vision is 5 to 6 times better than yours and mine.
Hold on, minus 4.
Coming up next is our sloth bears, Haji and Paji. Their names be Mischief and Rascal. They come from Sri Lanka and India. They'll eat between 170,000 to 200,000 termites each every night. They're extremely noisy eaters. You can hear them eating up to 200 yards away or the length of 2 football fields. They like to climb the trees to strip the bark off for protein. And next, coming up in the back behind, underneath the logs in the backpack there, you can see our new male and female lion and lioness, Isis and Zenda. Isis is looking around right now, and Zenda's doing what he likes to do best. He's sleeping. A male lion will sleep 18 to 20 hours a day, because he only has 2 functions in life, to protect the pride and to reproduce. It's the female that does everything in the pride. She knows where to hunt, where to feed, where to eat, where to sleep, where to drink, where to play, where to rest. When she goes out to hunt, she's only successful once out of every 7 to 10 tries, which means the pride only gets to eat 2 or 3 times a week. You'd be very hungry too if you only got to eat 2 or 3 times a week. However, when she finally brings a kill animal back to the pride, after all her hard work, guess who gets to eat first? Father. He wakes up and gorges himself on 80 to 100 pounds of meat over a few hours. Then the cubs get to wake up and gorge themselves on the carcass meat for a few hours, and then it's the mother who gets the scraps left over, if there are any scraps left over. That's nature's way of forcing her to remain very hungry and very ticked off at her family. Because now she's been being forced to go back out to hunt again because she's extremely hungry, and yet Dad and the cubs get to lay down to sleep because their tummies are full of carcass meat, and they need time to rest and digest. Sound familiar, ladies, on a Sunday afternoon? But don't worry, you'll get revenge when you become an emu. You'll hear about that in the next leg of the tour. Behind the Cats Row is the Fragile Desert, where you'll see the meerkats, the naked mole rat, the phoenix fox, and the Rock's Hyrax. We just had 16 naked mole rat pups born here within the last couple of weeks. And we had 3 baby Rock's Hyraxes born. Now, Rock's Hyrax is the only living relative of the elephant, and yet it's only the size of a rabbit. Over to the left is the Roosevelt Fountain, named after Theodore Roosevelt, our 26th president, who originally went to Harvard to study to become a zoologist. Instead, he ended up being a conservationist and a president. He was up in the northern tundra with some of his friends. They were shooting a black bear. They asked him to shoot one. He said, no, I'd rather put him in parks and conservation areas for the general population to enjoy in the beauty of nature. And it's through his administration that we were able to get Yellowstone and Yosemite National Parks. Over to the left, we just heard the roar of the Yellow River dinosaur that was discovered in Rayong, China, back in 2005 to 2007. He stands approximately 28 feet tall, 60 feet long, and 22 feet wide. He's the largest animatronic dinosaur in the world. Soon he'll be dipping his head into the fountain to drink some water, then he'll lift it back up and spray it into the fountain.